Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. It's TPM5 with another NBA video. In this one, I'll be talking about a trade that involves the Atlanta Hawks and the Indiana Pacers. It's a mock trade, so without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to put on the screen now, and it involves the Atlanta Hawks trading John Collins to the Pacers in exchange for Buddy Hield and the 2023 second round pick from San Antonio. Now this season, Buddy Hield has been really good and probably part of the reason why the Pacers have really made strides. However, it has been obviously well known throughout the league that the Indiana Pacers are looking, if the right deal comes up, to trade Buddy Hield. And according to Jake Fisher of Yahoo Sports, I believe, the Indiana Pacers have internally discussed the prospect of adding John Collins to their core, as he fits alongside Tyrese Halliburton and he's someone that can grow with the squad rather than age out of the squad, which makes a lot of sense. Now I'm going to talk about the Indiana Pacers side of this deal first. So you look at John Collins, right? He's a guy that has a really polished interior game, capable of making highlight plays in this league, can shoot threes pretty decently, as he's a 36% three-point shooter throughout his whole career. He's just having a bit of a down year so far. Otherwise, this is his first year below 34% and his worst shooting year since his rookie year. However, a lot of the offense has, a lot of offensive plays have been taken away and moved away from John Collins, which can explain that dip. However, with guys like Tyrese Halliburton finding him and, really looking to create for teammates, I know Trae Young averages double-digit assists as well. However, Trae Young's usage rate is going to be a lot higher than Tyrese Halliburton, I believe. And yeah, so you put John Collins in there. You can rim run. You can do the pick and rolls with Tyrese Halliburton. He can go and fit really well next to Miles Turner, as both of them can shoot pretty well to an extent. And in this case, it would be sad to see Buddy Hield go, but he is 30, so you look at it and he's going to really age out. And John Collins is on a pretty decent deal, which obviously will incrementally increase, but his last 2 years are both for $26.6 million. So you look at that, and with how the salary cap's going to increase, it's actually not too bad. And obviously he's going to grow and get better, you would hope. Now I'm just going to talk a bit about the Atlanta Hawks side of everything. Now we know the Atlanta Hawks as a team haven't really shot the ball too well so far this year. They're currently around the bottom of the league when it comes to three-point percentage, currently shooting 33.6%, which isn't really that great. Now you have these two guys starting in the backcourt, Trae Young and DeJounte Murray. So Buddy Hield can really come off the bench and become a bit of an offensive spark plug for them. And even when he's on the floor, if they want to have him at three for some periods of time and some rotations, he doesn't need the ball in his hands. And that's part of really where he's found success in the league so far. And he can even obviously put on the deck, shooting a career high, not a career high, but a pretty respectable 45% from the field overall. And the Atlanta Hawks are only 21st in the league in offensive rating. So getting a guy like Buddy Hield can really spearhead, and bring this team's ceiling on offense forward and really create a lot of things for them, as he averages just over 18 points and 43% from three-point land. Now, this is the alternate trade. Obviously, some people don't like the idea of getting rid of Buddy Hield, so it would involve Daniel Tice, O'Shea Brissett, Isaiah Jackson, the first rounder from Cleveland, going to Atlanta. In exchange, the Pacers would receive John Collins. This is a deal that, obviously it's very, up in the air about what Atlanta is willing to accept. All reports state that their expectations in a trade have dropped, and in this case you get Isaiah Jackson, who could really develop and become 75% of what John Collins has. So you kind of press the reset button on that. It would take a lot of development to get Isaiah Jackson to the level that John Collins is, but then O'Shea Brissett can fit in really well as a forward. Hasn't really seen too much run for the Pacers, but really does provide a bit of energy. Now another point I'd like to touch on with the Indiana Pacers too. They're currently 21st in the league in defensive rating. If you can bring in a guy like John Collins, who averages just below a couple blocks per game and is at 110, around 110 for his defensive rating, the team for reference is about 114, and play him in the power forward spot where his favorable matchups will occur, you can really start to see a jump in the team's defensive rating potentially too. So that will be the end of the video. Please don't forget to tell me which trade you prefer, what other pieces you might involve, and yeah, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, peace out. Thank you guys for watching.